What's up, guys? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Take a seat. Let's have a chill sesh. I'm gonna do a quick little reading real quick. Shouldn't take too long. And it's coming through pretty clear. So, I already got, oh yeah, and I forgot to write that down. Something about orange. Orange. Pretty sure the color. I've got this orange calcite here that I don't normally keep down here, but I was prompted to bring it down. Orange calcite is good for boosting. So sorry. For boosting joy and sweetness, I believe. Joy and sweetness, like personality-wise sweetness. I heard sweetie. And I think that might have something to do with the other messages that I got already. So I got something about a girl, and it seems like it's that specific sentence, something about a girl specifically. Not like I'm picking up something about a girl, but I'm picking up the sentence, something about a girl, if that makes sense. Also, I got the song Really, Really Heavy. That's my main one. If I don't know who sings that. That's my main one. That's my main one. Yeah, she up in here with me right now. That's my main one. That's my main one. Yeah, she always be down for life. Something like that. And then I got in that song, she says, we never fight over them boys. We be playing with these dudes like toys. I love it. Something about a vacay with her in Miami. Eee, somebody's got good girlfriends. And then also I got the number 333. So that's also about connections and comfort from supportive friends, friends, family, things like that. It's like the 333. Ooh, I also got 369, the goose drank wine, the monkey chewed tobacco in the streetcar line, the line broke, the monkey got choked, and they all went to heaven in a little rowboat. Maybe like a really, like a real old friend, okay? And orange, and that's it. That's all I got so far, but here we go. Let's start with, let's see. We'll start with the Sunshine Tarot. I've already shuffled and everything. How are you guys? It's been a little minute. How are we? I'm doing good. It's snowing like crazy over here, so we've got a whole bunch of snow on the ground. It's real cold outside. Me and my boy were outside playing in the snow earlier. It was so fun. Nice and cold and crispy, but the sunshine was going, so it just makes the perfect, real bright. Oh, the energy in here just got so high. I love that. I love that, love that, love that. Okay. Spirit, ancestor, source, I ask you to give me clear messages. Help me to translate what you need the collective to know. Help me tap into the collective's highest good, and help me get them the messages they need to achieve their highest good. Here we go. Got the Queen of Wands. I really, man. That is an action-driven woman. Got the Nine of Swords, nightmares. Ooh. So I'm picking up, I think, a friend, like a real close girlfriend who is like a real close girlfriend, and somebody might have had a bad dream about a girlfriend. Maybe not a girlfriend, but it doesn't feel like a girlfriend. It feels more like a girl best friend. Because that Queen of Wands is an action-driven woman. You know, she's determined, and she takes care of the things that are necessary to be taken care of. So like if her friend got into it, she's gonna have her back. She's gonna have her back. And then right as I said, I don't feel like this is a relationship, I get this. So maybe, what's that about? So far Pisces, Aries, Gemini, and then Cancer. If I get the number 3 pop out right now after that 2 of Cups, I'm going to flip. 4 Wands. I mean 4 Swords, so sorry. Okay, so first, I'm getting like a chest puffed out confidence kind of energy with this woman, right? She's holding the sunflower, so she's bright and she's bright and she's attractive and she's action driven and she's motivated and I heard decorated. Decorated, I'm not sure what that means. Hi honey. And then with the nightmares and anxiety, so somebody could be feeling some anxiety around this friend of theirs. I wonder if you are the one having nightmares about the friend, or if the friend herself is having nightmares or anxiety about unified love or a partnership. She my hitter for a reason, because I could tell her all my secrets. So did you tell her a secret? Somebody told their girlfriend, their friend that's a girl, a secret, and now you're anxious? But she's your best friend. Why would you be anxious? Start of a new relationship. Maybe somebody started a new relationship and their best friend is having some anxiety about it, like they might okay. I feel like somebody could have a toxic relationship and their best girlfriend is anxious about it. And if she is your real good friend, you might have told her something about this relationship that might keep you up at night, might have you anxious or not feeling so good, and maybe this friend is trying to bring you some peace or some calm or some comfort in it. Because we got the confident woman and the anxiety. And those swords that are up above the head, the swords are mental. So the anxiety and the waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, at night, is because of our racing thoughts. We've got so much in our heads that we can't rest properly. And then we got the lovers and unified love out here. This is somebody getting married. Is somebody getting married, or maybe she's loving you. Okay, so now something completely different came through. It could be, and I'll even it out the farther we go, but it could be that this best friend of yours has some feelings for you. Some of you, your best friend could have some feelings for you, and it's and others of you could have a toxic relationship where your friend is anxious for you because they want you to rest, because this comes out right after. I feel feel like your friend might be trying to give you something that would balance out a toxic relationship. Like you might have a toxic relationship and they're trying to give you something. Yeah. Okay, so you could have a toxic relationship happening right now, or you could be in a relationship that your friend sees as toxic that you haven't yet seen as toxic, or maybe you do, and you're still just and you know, when we're real hungry, you know, we would just about eat anything. You know, we would get in the garbage and eat something out of the garbage if we're starving. You know what I mean? So the same thing with relationships. If you are real desperate for connection or attention in some way, then you're more likely to put up with real trashy behavior from somebody, just because they're able to give you a taste of what it is that you're craving. And it might not be the perfect relationship that's in alignment with you. And the beautiful thing about these friends that we have, when we have close friends like this, ooh, they are so important. They are so important. And when you get in a relationship, it is so important that you do not lose your girlfriends, because they are the ones that will keep your feet on the ground. They are the ones that will help you to maintain your sanity and your scope, your view of the big picture, because you know what I mean. They'll be able to tell you when you're accepting something that doesn't seem to be for you, something that's stable. They want you to have something stable, and they will. Oh yeah. Okay, before that I got 113333. So 13, 133, those types of numbers. They want you to have, these girlfriends will be able to help you stay, yeah, because justice is upside down. So something is being done to somebody that is not fair, that is not okay. Somebody is being put through something that is not okay for them, that they don't deserve. Punishment. Like somebody, 411, that's the second time I've seen that today. So 4141, 411, and the 411 is the information, right? So your friend could be giving you the information that you're missing. You could be hearing something about, you know, if this is a woman that I'm reading for, women are so intuitively connected sometimes, you know what I mean? They are able to pick up on things that they don't even know they're picking up on, and sometimes that's why we end up having the dreams. They're able to catch that energy before it even actually pops out, you know, and that's why we can be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, you could be waking up at 3:33 in the morning, and if that's you, this is definitely for you. You could be having some anxiety about something that you see coming, and you kind of, you know, sometimes you don't fully believe your own intuition until you ask somebody and they're able to verify for you. Have some faith, because whatever it is that you're being put through that's not fair, it's gonna recover. You're gonna recover. You're gonna be able to understand, and these girlfriends can really put it into perspective for you. That's what I was trying to say earlier. They can put it into perspective for you in a way where you can, honey, can you cut that out, please? They can put it into perspective for you where you can have like, where you can make a recovery. And that's another way, that's another reason not to lose your girlfriends, because they are the ones that will help you to recover if that doesn't work out for whatever reason. Now, what's the reason? Scattered, careless, unfocused, impulsive violence. So the Knight of Swords, that's a quick acting, either incoming mental, like incoming thought, incoming realization, or, you know, like somebody who is so sure, I think, somebody who is so sure of their thoughts, almost where you don't even take a second to second guess yourself in a healthy way, where you can maybe ask is this actually what's going on, or is this actually the way it is that I'm seeing it, or am I confused? You know, some people don't second guess themselves, and they have that toxic surety, you know, where they block out the big picture sometimes. I'm getting all of this is kind of disorganized. The energy, I am getting a lot of disorganized energy, so it could be that somebody is feeling real in their head and disorganized and unable to really see exactly what's going on. So I think maybe you should ask a girlfriend. Maybe you're being told to ask, and it came out. Have you ever seen that movie Ghost? It's an older movie where Whoopi Goldberg is sitting in the ghost comes and tells Whoopi Goldberg to go and talk to that lady, and she goes, "You in danger, girl." That's what I'm getting. Somebody's lying to you. Somebody is lying to you, and your girlfriend is about to either find out about it and tell you, or she already knows and she's trying to figure out how to tell you. Put them scissors down. And
I was just gonna cut this one, so I had some time.
That's okay, honey. But put them down. Keep them away from... Hi, honey. Okay, so... Destructive behavior. Destructive behavior. Child, cut it out. This is Sonny. He's new here, and he don't understand personal space. Stay to scooch. Okay. Let me... Ooh, man, that sucks. Okay, so somebody could be lying to you that you're in a relationship with, and your girlfriend knows about it, or is gonna tell you about it, or trying to figure out how to tell you about it. Oh, or maybe she's gonna tell you about it and she's afraid you'll be mad, or you end up getting mad at her. And that's why the Knight of Swords is upside down. You could get mad at her for telling you that information. Comfort. I'm getting heavy stability. Look. You see how this person's sitting there and they're like crossing their hands. They're holding on to that pinnacle pretty tightly in front of them, you know. And then this one here that just came out, look, they're crossing their hands. So somebody might be getting told something that they don't want to hear. That's what I'm getting. 41411. Why? 41411. That's relevant. Why? And then before 113333. So 333 is a full completion. 444 is a full completion. But what we got here is 41. That's almost complete information. So I feel like your person that is going to come and have your back with this situation, that's going to try to have your back anyway, and is going to try to tell you about this, they are waiting to tell you until they have the full picture. Because nobody wants to tell somebody something that they're not completely sure about and then turn out to be wrong. No. And cause all that stress for no reason. Absolutely not. So I feel like this person really is trying to have your back, and she's trying to make sure that she has all of the information before she comes to you with it. So there's no risk of being wrong, or having you react in a way that could sabotage something. So it seems like this friend of yours is such a good friend. It seems like you've got a really good, oh man, and she just cares about you so much. So she's hoping that you are not in actual danger, and maybe that she can save you from some freaking heartache or some strife. I'm not actually seeing heartache. I'm seeing like Maybe this isn't a toxic relationship like lovers. Maybe she's trying to get you to see... what? Maybe it's not about a toxic relationship between, like, love. It is. I'm sorry. Disharmony, imbalance, one-sided, misalignment. One-sided. So I'm feeling codependency real hard here. Codependency, where somebody is with somebody for what they can gain out of the situation and not for love. And maybe you are the one, like I said earlier, women are real connected, they're real intuitive, and they're real good at picking up when something is off, you know. And so when you're like waking up at 3:33 in the morning every night and you cannot get that full sleep, and something is just disrupting your peace, overwhelmed and imbalanced, chaotic, disorganized. So it's just, you know, it's hard to put things into perspective when you're the one in the situation, right? Right? It's oh my God. And on the Lovers reversed again. I cut the deck on the Lovers reversed again. Disorganized love. So somebody could be trying to help you to balance yourself out and figure out what love really is. You know, I genuinely believe that love is when you can't fully love someone unless you fully know them, right? Because you can love someone to bits and pieces, and then all of a sudden you find out something that you just cannot rock with, and all of a sudden that love is gone. Excuse me. I feel like that means that love was never truly full. You never fully loved that person. You might have really, really loved that person as much as you could, but until you have all of the information about that person, you can't fully love them until you fully know them. And when somebody is disorganized and not fully giving you the truth of what they're going through, not really letting you inside, they are blocking you from loving them. And there's nothing you can do about that. You can't force somebody to open up if they're not willing to open up. This woman on the floor. Holding back. So if somebody is holding back that truth and they are not wanting to give you, if they're not fully if they are not fearless or brave enough to overcome the fears that they do have when it comes to sharing themselves with you, if they're not fully willing to open themselves up to you, then you can make them, and you are incredibly limited on how well you can love that person, because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Again, what are you gonna do? You know, you can't just dig into some information that they're refusing you to have. And if somebody is refusing to let you in, it's usually a reason for it. Something is happening that is completely unfair. Control. Somebody's trying to control the situation. And trying to make sure that they are getting what they need out of the situation, but they are not giving you what you need out of the situation. I feel like your friend is able to see this, and you're not quite fully able to accept it yet. Disorganization is so heavy. Disorganization. I'm feeling like somebody could be kind of blinded by by their desired future. Like I said earlier, when somebody's starving, they could damn near dig in the trash to get some food. But if you are well fed and you're not starving, then you have you'll wait until some actual quality food comes along. You'll go to you'll go and make yourself a good meal, versus being so desperate that you'll reach into the bottom of the barrel for whatever it is that you can get at the time, whatever seems to be available at the time. The Page of Swords is upside down on the bottom. Okay, so you could be okay. And here is summing up everything that I just said up until this point. Okay, so planning and expecting. This is where you are starting to manifest something, and you are hoping for something. So you are walking. You're looking towards that horizon, waiting for your ships to come in. You're holding the world in your hand, which could also seem to be your heart on your sleeve, is what I'm getting from that for some reason. Where you could be really, really hoping that something's gonna go the way that you want it to, and you could want it to go that way so badly that you're ignoring the bad news, where you are ignoring the bad news. So either your friend could have been telling you, for some reason I'm starting to think that this friend might be me. I'm telling you something you don't want to hear. I'm just sorry. But everything's gonna be fine, because you're gonna end up walking out of it. You're gonna end up walking out of that situation. That freedom, that oneness is coming to you. That freedom and that oneness. So if you are in a toxic relationship with somebody, or maybe you're even healing from a toxic relationship you were already in, there might be some information that you still need in order to finish healing, or in order to complete that cycle. It seems to me dependence, creative block. So sometimes, yes, I think you are being told to reach out to your friend. Peace after stress. Okay. So like I said earlier, hold on, let's back it up. Put it in reverse, Terry. Hang on. Let's see. So you're expecting, you're thinking about your home, your garden, your white fence, your comfort, and the decorating that you're gonna do. And this person has got their fucking feet on nothing. They are completely unstable. They're not stable, and they're not able to give you what it is that you deserve. They are not your match. This person, whoever the flock it is not your match. You're expecting some results that this friend doesn't think you're going to be getting. They're not thinking that you're going to be able to get this result with this person. And then, like I said, a lot of times we are wanting something so bad that we're not able to look at the situation. But our friends are able to see things that we're not able to see, because they're not in it as deep. You know, they're not as desperate for that. You know, our friends often have more faith in us than we do. You know, we think that we can't find somebody like that, but our friends see how beautiful we are. Our friends love us, and they see how beautiful we are on the inside and on the outside. And they are much more reluctant to see us go through hardships than we are for ourselves. I am emptiness. Darling. Okay. Emptiness. We could be fighting with some emptiness right now, and feelings of emptiness right now because of maybe this friend already told you something, and it's weighing on your mind, and you just need that nudge to know that everything's gonna be okay. Well, it is. It is. Everything's gonna be just fine. There's some I feel like you're stable enough. I feel like you're stable enough. You're proud enough to accomplish what it is you need to accomplish without falling into no damn pit. Ugh. With some nasty, stinky ass person that don't care enough about you. And the High Priestess came out on the split deck again here too. And the Fool. Okay, so now we're going to get into the progress part of it. So this is about the groundwork of the issue that you're dealing with right now. And this is going to get to the progress of it. Here we go. Let's see. Can we clarify the devil? Clarify the devil here. What can we do about that? Oh! You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Let's go to the beginning. Can we clarify the... Sick. Okay. Can we clarify the nightmares and anxiety? We've got the Five of Fire. And this is a card where somebody is held on so tightly that they burn together. See them candles at the top? They're bunched together, and so they burn way too hot, and they get stuck together, and they burn into a big flame, a big hot mess, and they get scrapped. Okay, so the Five of Fire. To clarify the nightmares and the anxiety, the Five of Fire, the Hermit, somebody might be afraid of being alone and being bound. Somebody's afraid of being alone and being bound and having... That's incredible. Somebody feels tied up, like they don't have any options. Oh man, I want you to know there is always a choice. There is always a choice. You can always, it's your life. It's your life. There is always options. That Seven of Water. See, there are always options. You might have this, and you might have worked real hard to get that. You might have. But life is not meant for you to waste time trying to force something that's not for you to be for you. What you're supposed to be doing is checking this out, seeing how it works for you, not what you need, on to the next one. Look at them options up there. Look at them options up there. We got rosemary, we got sage, we got eucalyptus, we got lavender. So if you don't want this bundle that you have right now, you don't have to stay with it. Hi, baby. You don't have to stay with it. You don't have to. You are not tied up. That Eight of Air. Okay? You are not stuck. You are not stuck. You go where you feel inspired to go. And yes, sometimes we do have to get redirected in a way that's kind of hurt, kind of painful, you know. But you know what goes right on the other side of this? If you are willing to push forward and go towards what it is that you truly desire. I hope my dog ain't eating that. But you know what happens when you do that? You head towards your desired outcome, and so quickly, it's like it comes in without you even having to think so hard, okay? Because when you're stuck in a situation that's not for you, that's when you're stuck in your head. That's when you're anxious. That's when you're nervous. That's when you feel like you have to get going, like something's missing, like you have to do something and you don't know which way to go, and you got that cognitive dissonance where you believe this and you also believe this. You want this and you also want this. And you're torn and like you feel like you're being split into all this stuff, and so you're trying to hold it together. So you're trying real hard. You're trying real hard to hold it together. But you trying so hard to hold it together can cause you to, and now I'm seeing that hand, it can cause you to burn up too fast. Honey, I don't know, you're gonna have to.
I told him to drop it.
What's squishy?
Just a little looking thing. I don't want to have it.
Sunny! I'm so sorry for yelling. I apologize. But what happens, quit eating stuff. But what happens when you head towards what it is that you truly desire, when you feel that spark, because rejection is redirection. Rejection is protection. And so when you choose to finally let go of something, you know, the hand, what I was seeing before I got interrupted, the hand where you're holding onto the rope and you're holding onto it so tight that it's gripping, it's cutting off your circulation, it's hurting you. And then the minute you choose to let go, you start to heal. Then you can start healing. And then once you're healed, you can do whatever you need to do. But the moment you start heading towards what you truly do desire, you get your 9 of Pentacles where you're able to heal and you're able to set foot in the right direction, where you can get what it is, that you, girl, you can get what it is that you're, you can get what it is that you're actually desiring. Like this fine ass man with his leg muscles. Or this, oh, them are pants. Those are pants. Anyway, he's got strong legs. That's great. Maybe your true man, the man that's actually for you, has some really strong legs. Oh my God. Okay. Don't be concerned at all. Girl, you got nothing to worry about, okay? Let it go. Let go of that mess. Let go of that stinking mess so that when this man comes, he doesn't smell that stench. Get rid of that first one, because look what we got here. Oh, we got justice. Justice. And we got justice and the magician. The magician is you working on the things that you actually have to work with. The magician uses what she's given in order to build what it is that she wants. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. You stay calm and you transmute it. You turn that into what makes you stable. I'm getting a lot of stability from you. There's a lot of stability here. There's some unfairness, and there's some trickery, and there's some really, really good friend. I'm getting that you've got a really, really, really good friend that you don't got to worry about it. You can let go of this ick and get on pace with your friend, and she'll hold you down, and she'll be able to keep you on the right track, and she'll be able to get you going. So sorry. Ooh, this complete moon phases. Okay, that 4 of fire. That 4 of fire energy. And these lovers. It's hot. Okay, so you got... I love this deck so much for this. I love this for you. Okay, so the thing here is that you're holding on to a toxic relationship. And in the beginning, I thought maybe your friend might have some information that she's trying to give you. Maybe your friend is giving you some advice, but you're holding off on taking that advice because you're nervous and you've got too much shit in your head and you're thinking too much. And you know what? The disorganization. Oh. What is the disorganization energy? What is the disorganization energy? What is all this disorganization energy? That Queen of Fire again. That Queen of Fire again. You could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and you could just not be real good at taking advice. You could just be real reluctant to take advice. You could be real reluctant to take advice. You could be so stuck. That's what it is. That's why I've got so much of the hand crossing and the swords held up and the disorganized energy, because you might know that your friend is right, but you might also want to be right so bad that you're like, hell no, I was born in this hole and I'll die in this hole. That's what I heard from Ice Age. From where, like, you know, where you might really cherish and love your friends, and they might really cherish and love you, but you might have a hard time taking advice when it comes to, oh, you could also be real stubborn with wanting to make this work. Hi, baby. You could just be real like hell-bent on making this work. Something about a girl. What's that? Something about Mary? Isn't that a movie? What? Something about Mary. If you've ever seen that movie, I'm not sure what that is. I've never seen that movie, so I couldn't tell you. Maybe you could be needing to watch that movie. Maybe that movie will be able to help you with something. Maybe help you, because temperance, like I told you earlier, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Instead of throwing a fit, you accept it and you use it. You accept it and you use it for your strength. And here we go again with the disorganized thoughts. Okay, so now the disorganized thoughts, can you tell me what can we do to fix the disorganized thoughts? What can we do to get some clarity from my friend here? Goodness gracious. Okay. 7 of Air. This is more confusion. This isn't confusion, but it's, oh, okay, I get it. It's the plants. See, this plant that's in the front is so, it's growing over, and it's clover. There are multiple plants here. There's echinacea growing here, very healing. There's, I'm not sure what that is. There's clover and there's echinacea, and it looks like hibiscus growing in there. And it looks like some lemon balm. You got clover, lemon balm, and echinacea, and what did I say? Hibiscus growing in here. All of these flowers are lucky. All of them are very good with healing. Man, lemon balm is soothing. Soothing. There is so much soothing and wonderful energy in here. If you would just be able to cut out the distraction. That's what I'm getting. I think cut out the distraction. Cut it, yeah. Cut out the distraction and sit in the quiet long enough to hear your thoughts. Yeah, and if your thoughts are mean to you, you know, and they're hard to hear, that's all right. That happens sometimes. Sometimes you got to take them thoughts that you've gotten, and first you got to understand not all the thoughts that are running through your head are yours. Not all the thoughts that are running through your head are true. You know, they're not always things that you're even thinking. You know, some of them thoughts that are running around in there are placed there by other people. And if you are not careful about the people that you have around you, they can put thoughts in your head just as good as a good friend could. They could put thoughts in your head just as easily as a good friend could. But those thoughts obviously won't be as pure as a good friend would give you, you know? A good friend will give you something that makes you feel stable, finished, complete, whole, not bound. You see this right here. You see this binding here, but it's organized, and it took time and it took effort. This is sage. This is sage. Sage is cleansing and renewing. It banishes negative energy. It right down into the physical. You know, the physical realm, it kills mold. And it snuffs out bacteria's growing in a physical space. But on a metaphysical level, it banishes those things that get into your, just like a mold spore, you know, like a mushroom spore. It gets onto something and then it goes underneath and gets into every pore and every crevice of this surface that it's in. Like a mushroom gets here, and then the mycelium spreads throughout your entire body. This is what sage clears. So I'm feeling heavy, heavy, heavy. You need a cleansing. You need to cut down on the distractions. And you need to hear your thoughts. But the important thing is all this binding, all this stuck, unmovable, cognitive dissonance type of feeling that you have, you know, a narcissist will do that to you on purpose. They will do that to you on purpose. They will tell you some shit that they know damn well it ain't true. But they'll tell you that anyways. Just on the off chance that you would get stuck thinking about it, you know. The difference here, this binding is where you feel bound, where there's nothing you can do about it. Like something is grabbing onto you and you can't control it. You can't get that out. You can't break out of it. You feel stuck. But this is where you take the time to get something where you are who you are. You come unbound. You let yourself be who you are. Excuse me again. You let yourself be who you are. You dry. You do the first couple steps. And then when you are bound together, you are no longer bound together by somebody else's harsh judgments or thoughts or your need to be accepted. You're no longer bound by what you perceive to be stronger than you. You're bound by what you feel is right. You're bound by what you feel is right. And then at that point, once you're bound like this, nobody can break it. When you're bound like this, nobody can break it, but you feel like you can't even break it. You feel like everybody else is putting that around you and you can't break it. But when you're bound like this, you feel like nobody could stop you. You feel like you could do anything and that you're exactly where you need to be and that you are exactly what you need to be. You're whole. You are whole. You are whole. When I picked up the deck, I had it upside down. These decks aren't, I don't flip these ones. These ones all stay upright. But when I picked it up, it was upside down. This card is speaking of somebody that's trying to make beautiful music, but they're unable to make the music flow the way it naturally would. It's tainted because it's plugged up with the lavender. It's plugged up with the lavender. So somebody... Why is your flute stopped up with lavender? That's significant. So you're trying to make music, but you're unable to because you're blocked up with something that's trying to soothe you. Because lavender is soothing. So it's a false sense of... Because true soothing helps you to make your music clearly. But when that soothingness is stopping you, it's not soothing. It's a false sense of security. It's a false sense of security that blocks your view. Okay, so this is a narcissist. You've got a narcissist in your midst. You got a narcissist in your midst, and they are planting illusions in your head, and for some reason, them illusions have taken root. I'm almost finished. I'm going to wrap it up here. Okay. Anything else from this? You got a narcissist fucking with your peace. Once again, God dang. Okay, so you've got... Is that mint? I think that's mint and chili peppers. You got mint and chili peppers growing all up together, and they're intertwined. They're mixing and mingling, and they're like, they're growing in together. With the 7 of fire. 7 of fire. Where they're mixing and mingling, all intertwined with each other, where you almost can't even tell which is which. But there's also a beautiful, and the 2 of airs behind it again. Almost like, and this is gonna go over. Dang it. Okay, it's okay. 7 of fire. Okay. The 7 of fire. 2 plants representing fire. Fire is action. Fire is moving. It doesn't stay still. It stays moving. It is always consuming, always changing what's happening around it. Because if you think about fire, it don't go over a tree. It goes over a tree real quick, but it don't leave the tree a tree. It turns that tree into fertilizer for the world, for the rest of the world. So what I said earlier about getting what you get, and you don't throw a fit. You might be annoyed that you've got these plants growing intertwined, all mixed and mingled in with each other, and you might feel stuck with this person like you don't have a way out, but you do. And when you burn that, when you burn it to the freaking ground, you get the fertilizer you need for your seed. You get the fertilizer you need for your seed, and it helps you to grow that big bush, big and beautiful. I don't know what kind of bush that is. Looks like lilies, but it can't be a lily, it's a bush. It's honeysuckle. It's be so cool? Okay, so your seed is planted. It is already planted. Your seed is planted. You have done something or said something or heard something that planted a seed either in you or you planted a seed in the world. And once you burn this relationship down to the ground, you might be holding on to it. And that's why I was seeing the hand holding on to the rope that's hurting it. You got to let it go. 555 on the timer as I said that. You got to let it go. Something that is meant to change you is not meant to stay for too long. If it's meant to come and change you and go, you got to let it go. Because if you hold on to it, you are staying stuck in the change cycle, and you're not allowing the cycle to complete. And that's why we get all confused and all scatterbrained, because you know that you're supposed to be doing something else, but you're not. And then the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. But this time it's upright. Earlier we got the Two of Pentacles, but it was upside down, and it was overwhelmed, and it was imbalanced, and it was chaos, and it was disorganized, and it was overcommitted. Where you're overcommitted to a situation, you're trying to see, maybe this is right for me, maybe I could make it work. But if you are being hurt, let it go. Let it go. If you are being hurt, let it go. Nobody is worth you sacrificing your peace of mind. And once you burn that down, you've got the fertilizer for your bush that you've already planted that seed. You've already planted that seed, and now that seed is growing you some nice faith, some nice swiftness, some precision. That bat, it might not be able to see what's coming in front of it. You might not be able to see what's coming in front of you, but you have planted that seed that gives you a type of precision that others do not have. It's like a superpower. After you leave, it's like a superpower. You now have this certainty, this knowledge that puts you above. This isn't a pillar, this is his cape. This is the King of Swords. Not the King of Swords, King of Air in this deck. But he is solid, rooted in his mental clarity, but he is also confident in his mental clarity. He is wrapped in his wings, and he is protected with his air element. His new knowledge is able to protect him, just like this bat's ability for what's it called? Sonic something? Where he's able to, and it echoes off of things, and so he's able to know where exactly, I mean, down to the tiniest little bug. He's able to be all the way over there, and he's able to see this itty bitty bug right here without having eyes. Ooh, and then I'm getting the rose that grew through the concrete. Did you ever hear about the rose that grew through the concrete? Defying the laws of nature, it learned to walk without having feet. Ooh. So you have developed, this situation has given you what it was meant to give you. It wasn't meant to stay forever and give you what you were wanting with the rest of your life, but it was meant to give you this precision, this understanding, and this knowledge. You were meant to gain this fertilizer for your future. It is fertilizer for your future. You gaining the skills and the self-confidence enough to burn down this thing that is not for you automatically makes you qualified for what it is that is meant for you, for what it is that is supposed to come in for you. Let's move on to the Oracle deck. Rewilding with Grandmother Moon is at the bottom. Rewilding with Grandmother Moon. And that is number 1. That is a new beginning. That is a new beginning with you as the commander of your reality. And there is a type of strength in that that just cannot be, it cannot be avoided, cannot be undone by anybody. Can't nobody take that from you. After you gain the strength and the self-confidence that comes from tearing down this thing that's not for you, and then knowing that you're going to be okay on the other side of it, you realize that you didn't need it. You gain this strength that you never knew you had. You always had it, and you do have it now. You've already planted the seed. The seed is already there. You already have the strength. You just need to burn this shit down so you can fertilize it and grow it. That's it. It's already yours. It's already yours. Nobody can take it from you. This is what we... Y'all seen that? I love cards. I love my gift. Okay. Rewilding with Mother Moon. I knew that was going to come back out. And then right after you got the Creatrix, which is another one. Another one. So once you're able to tear down this bullshit relationship that ain't for you, you're able to walk in and receive. Remember that sexy Emperor that came out earlier, and then the Lovers right after? There is, seems like there might already be somebody in your energy that wants you, but they're waiting for you to get out of this shitty smelling situation. Rewilding with Grandmother Moon. I'm just going to go ahead and get you the message out of the book for this one. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this for you so much. The question that comes along with this card. What are the ideals, values, and beliefs that are most innate and authentic to me? You are being called to reconnect with the wild woman within and examine which opinions, values, and beliefs you have unintentionally and unconsciously adopted from others. What thoughts have you been replaying in your head? What thoughts have been keeping you up at night that aren't even yours? Which of those thoughts? Sit with it. Cut away the distractions. Get rid of the people that make you feel less than who you are. Cut away the distractions, the people that try to push their thoughts into you. Stop them. Get some space from them so you're able to meditate long enough on your own thoughts. Your own thoughts. So you can pick out the thoughts that are actually from you, from your soul. You can work with them, and then you can become what you're meant to be with those thoughts. That's beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I love it when I'm doing a reading and the middle is like, just verifies everything. I love that. Adopted from others via domestication and socialization throughout your life. Rewild yourself by discovering what is truly important to you, what you want in this life, and what authentically lights up your soul. At some point in a woman's life, usually around or after the age of 30, she may become aware of how far she has strayed from the innate instinctual self or the wild woman within. She starts to realize the many ways that growing up within a patriarchal society, her family, and perhaps even her romantic relationships have overly domesticated her and caused her to abandon what is true and authentic to her soul. It is at this pivotal time that she must consciously decide to rewild herself, to reconnect with her inner wild woman in order to create and love a more genuine, fulfilling, and soulful life. Oh, and live. I said love. It's clear. It clearly says live, but I said love. A woman whose intuition, instinct, and creativity have been suppressed for years has awakened, both literally and metaphorically. I told you that seed's already there. It's already growing, and it's inevitable now. This thing is going to come crashing down, and it's the best thing for you. Have been suppressed for years, has awakened, both literally and metaphorically, during the night to find the full moon's soft glow gleaming through her window, vowing to herself to never doubt my bad, to never doubt, trivialize, where'd it go? Vowing to herself to never doubt, trivialize, or subdue her wild woman nature for anyone or anything ever again. She has leapt out of bed and run towards the dark, wild woods where a wolf howls hauntingly at the moon, symbolic of leaving behind an overly domesticated old self and running towards the wild unknown in order to reconnect with the instinctual, authentic, soulful self. So what you're being told to do, clearly, is let this go and let it be what it is, which is not your forever after, but your fertilizer for your forever after. Let it be your fertilizer. Run into those woods. Examine what it is, because we all get stuck in our heads that we're supposed to have this, we're supposed to have that, we're supposed to do this. But is that actually what you're good at? Is that actually what you love? Is that actually what feeds your soul? Okay, now these ones here, these are my own personal cards that I've made. These, family, and I miss you is at the bottom. Okay, these ones tell us some more specific kind of situations, some more specific energy. That way we can kind of verify some more. Excuse me, I'm just so gassy today. Goodness. I see blue eyes and dark aesthetic. I see more luck with that ladybug. Oh, okay. I got Sirius A, which is the brightest star in the night sky, and this is mega attractive energy. Okay, that's usually you. If this comes out in a reading, this is usually you or what it is that you're focused on. Your North Star. Teacher. 12th house, your subconscious. Secrets. Secret dreams, how we deal with our mental health and unseen unconscious. We've got horse. Horses are energy feelers. They are strong and they are gentle. They are beautiful. They are travelers and they've got incredible endurance. So you might think that you need some endurance right now. You might feel like you need some help, or like, I wish my horse had the speed of your tongue. That's from Much Ado About Nothing. That's a fantastic movie, and if you like Shakespeare type movies, they're so good, so good. Much Ado About Nothing is such a good movie. We visit you in many ways. Keep an eye out. We are here, and we are feel, and we are see. So we are here, we are feel, and we are see. Your ancestors, your guides, speak to you in so many different ways. And if you are clouded in your mind, you won't be able to hear them. So take your time. Take your time. Have some faith in yourself that you can make it through. You have the endurance. You have. Horses often carry messengers, also pull the carriage. So pay attention. Okay, so you're being told to pay attention twice. We visit you in many ways. Keep an eye out and pay attention. Responsibility, willpower. The color yellow. If you want to meditate on the solar plexus, which is where your willpower lies. So if you're struggling with your willpower and not being able to make that decision to get out, I would recommend meditating with your solar plexus. And I think it's called I forget what it's called, but the sound where you meditate with it is Ram. And then the mudra is your thumbs crossed over, fingertips together, flat hands pressed together, right in front of your solar plexus. So you would sit up as tall as you can and focus when you make the sound. Start at the bottom where your root is, go Ram. as you go, move that energy up. And when you end on the energy stays here. It lands here, and it's awakening that energy and going back up. You're also getting, I'll protect you, my love. So, like I said earlier, somebody might be waiting for you to get out of this shitty situation so that you can get, and Ladybug came out again. Ladybug came out again. Ladybug came out again. Lucky, 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 lucky you. Lucky, 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 lucky you. And what she has right there is love and passion, blessings, fertility, emotional fulfillment. So you might think that getting rid of this shitty situation is a shot. Sacral. When we are with a narcissist, look through heaven's eyes. You might not see what you're able to accomplish. But when you look through heaven's eyes, which heaven is able to examine not only you and what you've done and judgment of you, but it's able to see how you have affected everyone in your life. Heaven sees what you have done, and heaven sees what others have done to you. Heaven doesn't just see what you do, it sees why you do what you do. It sees how you got there. It understands how you got there, and it sees how you get out as well. Sacral. And I think this is why orange is necessary, because if you do the meditations with the sacral chakra, you're going to want something orange. You're going to want to do the VAM sound exactly as I told you before, where you rise that energy up through the chakra system, and the sacral is orange. My connection to those around me is healing to both me and them. Restores sexual energy. It stores sexual energy and desires. Passion allows us to discover new opportunities and make choices, invites you to flow and let go and express. So when you are able to release this bullshit, if you are with a narcissist, you will need some chakra healing. You will. Because narcissists attack your stability, which is your root. They attack your self-confidence, which is your with your solar. They attack your ability, your view of how you affect those around you. They try really hard to distort your view of you. And they can make you believe that you're a shitty person, or because they're able to sometimes get you to Google what a narcissist is. And then you'll start to think, oh my God, am I the narcissist? Because they will push all of their negative, awful, disgusting yuckiness inside off on you. And if that goes on long enough, you could start to believe that you are the problem. So you're going to definitely need some sacral energy healing. Man, we were going way over, but this got good, didn't it? Okay, I know what I want. Somebody is so freaking certain about what they want. Third house, communication. This number 3 is so important. Communicate with your loved ones. Communicate with your friend. Lean on your friend. If a fight has happened between you and this person, because I know narcissists love to drive wedges between you and your loved ones. If a fight has happened, communicate. Lean on that person as safely as you can. You know what I mean? 1 to 4 weeks, a message. And 1 to 4 weeks. 14. The number 14 is temperance. Temperance is what I showed you earlier with the girl with the darkness in her hip. She's trying to transmute that. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. You transmute that shit. That was a fucking bar. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. You just transmute that shit. We've got Athena, war strategy. If you need to call on anyone, any kind of deity, any kind of something for some strength, you can read the story of Athena, or listen to the story of Athena. She's the war strategy, planned attack, and she's so clever. If you need somebody to help you strategize your way out of here and help you to clarify your thoughts on it, that's great. Ganesha comes out right after, and Ganesha is the elephant goddess in India, what is that called? Oh, I'm not sure. Anyways, beginnings, prosperity, wisdom, destroyer of obstacles. So you are being told, hi, you're being told to call on some inner strength, some inner wisdom, and some ability to think through your nervousness. You really got to be able to knock down those, just stay in, this is orange, and so is this. Both of these, if you can see, they're both outlined in orange. I outlined the cards so they each have their own connection to things. You could have a really good, big, chunky, nasty block in your sacral chakra. And I would definitely recommend working on clearing that. Because once you do a meditation with that, the thoughts that you're trying to clear up, you won't even have to struggle to clear them up. They will clear themselves up because you'll have that energy restored there. You'll have that flow restored there. Okay, we got one more deck to pick through here. Oh, come on. Okay. Mexico. Oh, I didn't even see this. Somebody says, I'm sorry, I fucked up. If you were having a problem with your friend, and you did have a fight with your friend, just like I said a long time ago in the reading, your friends tend to have some more grace for you than you do. You know, a lot of times our friends have more grace for us than we do, so we end up having more judgment for ourselves, and we avoid, like, we think we might have fucked up, or we think we might have made a big mistake that they won't forgive us for, and but they will. A lot of times they're a lot more forgiving than you think they're gonna be. So lean on that friend. Really talk to her. And really bless you. Sunny's burping too. We gotta have our friends, you know. We gotta have our friends. Let's get some advice from my friend here. What can we tell my friend here so they can go off and have some confidence with this message? Okay? My armor made of golden light protects me, and I am always safe. Allow yourself to trust your own. I saw angel numbers, so look out for angel numbers. Definitely that 333 is going to be telling you some stuff. Power of the tongue is also here, so make sure you trust your own guidance, trust your own self. Tears turn to abundance. Oh, amen. Tears turn to abundance. Trust your ability to turn what was once a mess into your beautiful, most perfect, desired, beautiful place. Imagine you're trying to build a house on a hill, but it's already a shitty shack up there. Burn that shit down, smooth out the land, and then go ahead and get yourself in there. Get started on that foundation. And you do deserve a strong foundation. You do deserve everything that you desire. Those desires would never be put in your heart if you weren't meant to have them. For the streets. Somebody is for the streets. Leave them. Let that shack burn down off of your hill so you can build your house. For the love of money. What did I say? Ooh, getting that ass in trouble. Energy vampire, negative Nancy. And then I seen that sweetheart. Okay, so okay, let's keep going. For the streets. Leave that person in the streets. All I got is these broken clocks. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. And it's still love, and it's still love. Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. So you don't have to completely hate that person. You don't have to. You don't gotta. You can still have some love for that person, but you can love yourself more than that person. You need to love yourself more than that person. Again, let silence speak. Sit in the silence long enough. You're really being told to meditate here, because when you have so much mental confusion, those obstacles, those racing thoughts, that horrible shit that's just stuck in your mind where you feel like your mind's being mean to you, you need to be in the quiet long enough for those thoughts to run their course and get the fuck out. You know, when a bully is bullying you and you just, they say something stupid and you just look at them. Let them go. Let them be there. Be fucking annoying. You know what? And that's probably relevant here. Somebody might need to cleanse from some gossip. Cleansing from some gossip. Somebody might have an issue with gossiping, or other people that gossip. You gotta cut those. You gotta kind of cut that down. You gotta stop letting that happen, because that gossip clouds your energy with thoughts and feelings and understandings and tangles of other people. If you're talking, I heard entanglement. So if you're talking about other people's negative relationships, you'll have negative thoughts about relationships running around in your head. And if you have those thoughts running around in your head, then you won't be able to see your real love clearly. You'll think that those thoughts running around in your head, you'll play them into your relationship because it's your life. It must have something to do with you. That must be your thought, but it's not. No, it's not. It's a distraction. It is a thought planted there by somebody who is just a gossip, who just has that power of the tongue came out earlier, and I think that's why, because you've got to understand how strong your words are. They're strong as fuck. How strong your words are, they're strong as fuck. Your words are strong as hell, so you got to be careful where you're pointing them. Be careful what you're using them for, and use them intentionally. Make sure that you're being fair with yourself. Exercise that tongue and that your mental clarity. And sometimes we might have an addiction. I got addiction. So somebody could have an addiction, or you could be addicted to the negative thoughts, or wherever the negative thoughts are coming from. True love is here. And pure intentions. True love and pure intentions. So like I said, be intentional with your mouth, with your words. Be intentional, and make sure that your intentions are pure, because your intentions are what earn you what comes next. So if you're talking about somebody with the intention of hurting them, then that's a dumbass move, and that's not going to help you to get anywhere. Somebody made a dumbass move. Toxic relationship patterns. So this person that's being nasty with you, they are the ones that fucked up. This person that they might have an addiction, they might gossip a lot, they might have an addiction, they made a dumbass move. So whoever you know that gossips and might be addicted to something, they made a dumbass move, and it has something to do with the toxic relationship patterns. But you need to let that silence speak. Let that silence speak. Because when you are in the silence, what you're really doing, you're sitting there in the quiet, and you're letting those thoughts run around how they want to run around until they get tired. Let them tire themselves out till they go the fuck away. You are cleansing. What you're doing when you're doing that, you're cleansing, and you're able to have more pure intentions after that because you're not clouded so much. And then true love can come in and really take a hold, and that seed can grow. You know? Because that seed is already planted. Like I told you, that seed is already planted. But if you have energy vampires, negative Nancy, or a fucking siphon somewhere, the seed can't grow if you're surrounded by a toxic person, a negative person, and I feel like there could be 3 of them. There could be 3, I don't know. There could be 3 toxic people that are gossiping about this situation. And I feel like, okay, so your person, your little shitty connection here could be talking, gossiping. That scared the hell out of me. My son's watching videos. This person could be just real shitty and gossiping and causing all kinds of fucking problems for you. You might be even thinking that these problems are yours, or they're your fault, or that you could have earned them, or that it's a punishment of some sort. But no, it's this fucking negative Nancy. It's this disgusting, shitty smelling piece of shit that somebody's got on a pedestal. I've seen ascending twice. So that seed is planted. But if you've got nasty ass people around you that are trying to fucking block you and trying to distract you from things, you won't even know that it's growing. You won't even know that it's growing. And this is an hour and a half. Shit, Joe. Past lives with someone else. So you might think that this person is your twin flame of something, but you're about to be overjoyed because your true divine match, or whatever they call it, your what's it called? Your soulmate. That's because past lives lover, you might feel like you've known this person for a really long time. Like, but this is my person. I don't want to leave this person because this is my person. I feel like I've known him my whole life. I knew him before I even knew him. That's because that motherfucker was mirroring shit to you. They fake shit. They fake stuff. They fake things. Sorry, I'm just so gassy. They fake things. They will start to mimic you. They'll start to use the words that you use. They'll start to use the phrases. They'll start to dress more like you. They'll start to like the food that you like. They'll start to like the music that you like. And they can get you to even do those things somehow. Where if you're a people pleaser, or you don't have your own identity and you end up with a narcissist who tries to tell you what your identity is, you could get super fucking confused. But you're about to be overjoyed because your true soulmate is someone completely else. It's with someone else. Your true love, your happy ending is definitely with someone else. Mesmerized. Somebody's mesmerized. Like I really feel like this person already knows who you are. Or you might already know who this person is too. Sitting up in my room, back here thinking about you. Ooh, I must confess, I'm a mess for you. That's Brandy. Somebody, that's funny. I really feel like this person is already knowing you. This person already knows you. Okay. On a pedestal came out again. Party. And influencing the mind. Again, you've got influencing the mind. Partying might be influencing your mind. Pick a number. 5. Birthday. Somebody's birthday could be coming up. Number 3 is avoiding the still quietness in solitude. So number 3 on this card, if you see, I did this with the different numbers because the party, you know, it could be all different types of scenarios could be linked to a party, you know, but the numbers that are relevant throughout the reading are the ones that I pick on here. And number 3 has been super duper relevant. Also number 4, let's see. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Avoiding the still quietness of solitude. So if you are trying to party, you're trying to be around people just so you're not sitting in the silence, which is perfectly understandable. Nobody's judging, of course. Because our minds can be real loud. When they're real loud, and it could be torturous being stuck in there. So I don't blame you at all wanting to have some distraction. But when you are too reliant on distracting, people are able to bribe you with more distraction. Oh, you don't want to be by yourself? Well, come hang out with me. And if you are really desperate for some company, you're pretty likely to go hang out with some shitty motherfuckers versus if you are perfectly content being by yourself, then you'll go hang out with people you want to hang out with, not people you've got to hang out with. It says someone is giving someone something in exchange for something under the table. Dark dealings, dishonorable dealings, bribing. So trying to, bribing, on a pedestal. Seen that twice. I don't know what that's about. Somebody might, you might have this person on a pedestal, or somebody might have you on a pedestal. And the thing about a pedestal, when it's up there real high, if you're up there on a pedestal, it's kind of hard to stay balanced. It's easy to get knocked over, You're up there on that pedestal, and you're up there real tall, but then it's pretty easy for somebody to come and knock you off of it. That's the toxic part of somebody putting you on a pedestal, where they expect you to be perfect because you're up here on this pedestal. You're a perfect, wonderful thing. And then the second you do something that's not perfect or not in alignment with this perfect view I have of you, then that pedestal comes crashing down. And when you fall from such a fall height, it's pretty damaging. It's pretty painful, pretty hurtful, It's not an easy thing to recover from. So, and ascending finally comes out. Child, don't you go over there. So when you choose to avoid going to this group of people who gossip a lot or party a lot, when you choose to avoid that addiction that you're silencing your mind with, that's the moment you start to ascend. That seed starts to sprout. Let's see, anything else? Soul mirroring. Start. What's under start? Oh, that's a lot. Pregnant. What am I available for? 00101110. That's a money code. The dead speak, so your ancestors could be telling you something. Ho'oponopono means I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's a Hawaiian saying, and that's how they reconcile with their loved ones. Again, reconcile with your loved ones. If you have had a fight with a friend because of some bullshit with some gossipy people, or some maybe somebody was trying to steer you in a direction you weren't quite ready to go in yet. They were trying to, maybe that, sometimes our friends can be pushy about wanting us to grow when we're not quite ready to grow yet. Jealous and betrayal. You got to get away from these nasty people. Notice what you see in others and what they bring out in you. When you're around these people, what is it that they bring out of you? What version of you comes out when you're around these people? Through the grapevine. And blue. Blue Christmas without you. I don't know why that popped into my head. What about Christmas? Something about Christmas. Somebody could be missing you on Christmas. You could have had to fight with your friend before Christmas, and then they're missing you on Christmas. They could be missing you. Go ahead and talk to that person. Go ahead and talk to that person. If you had a falling out with somebody, go ahead and talk to them. Unless it's that shitty friend or a shitty ex, or make it your ex. Don't stay in a situation. Okay, there we go. That's what we got for today. I think that was pretty clear. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you found some type of flow And I hope that you found some type of solace in that. I hope you feel comforted, and I hope that you know that you're not alone, and I hope that you are confident in your own ability to rewild yourself. I hope that you know you are on the right track already. It might feel real shitty right now and real scary right now, but release it. That says receive. The one on this side says release. I should switch that. Release that. Rewild yourself. Go ahead and do it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Let that fear melt away. Don't be scared. And that's all I got for you today. As always, I hope that that helped so much. And I really, really, let me know how this resonated with you, which parts resonated with you, and how. And blessings, blessings, blessings. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rewilding session. Bye-bye.